What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been since I've been out of the house. Honestly, I think we closed down the shop on March 15 and I have not been out since then. So you can imagine how it's been, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy being inside the house, which it's been honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's been great, to be honest with you. But it's strange, right? At the same time, strange because I'm not used to being home all the time, right? Like I love being home, but I don't get to be home all the time because I'm always busy doing different things. So honestly, it's been great in the sense that I get to spend more time with my kids, and I get to work on other things and do other things that I haven't done in years, right? So it hasn't been that bad at all. I know, I'm just talking for myself. I know some people are going through a lot right now. And I fully understand, obviously, it's a difficult time, very, very weird time. So a lot of the questions that everybody's been asking me right now is about how to work online, right? Like how to do certain stuff online. So when something like this happens, when something like this happens, like we can do something, right? There's something we can do about this whole situation, and that's why I wanted to kind of do this video. I wanted to do this video because I gotta be honest, I've been doing great for the past 2 months working on my online stuff. And for all of you that don't know, I have an online academy where I do online education. Right now it's only in Spanish just because honestly I saw there was a lack of education in a lot of the Spanish countries when it came to barbering and hairstyling and all that. So I was trying to help, right, and create an online education. It's a very structured course that I have right now, and it's helping a lot of people, and I'm so happy about that, so, and that was the main purpose of it. That's why, what FitBarber means, right? It means to be impactful, right? And for you to be impactful, you honestly have to work on yourself first, and so you can impact others. And that's what the whole FitBarber, and that's what everything that I do is about. So I'm super happy to be able to help people, right? So right now I'm going to the studio, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about social media, because part of building an online business is having an online presence, and I can't stress that enough. So yeah, so I'm on my way to the studio. Okay, let me fix the camera because this camera sometimes is okay, I think that looks much better. So one of the questions that I get asked the most is about social media, right? Like besides cutting hair and all that, a lot of people know that I understand a thing or two about social media. Right now, between all my social media, I probably have a little bit over 600,000 followers, subscribers, however you want to call it. So I understand a little bit about it, right? And I want to share with you guys a little bit of tips on how you can grow on social media, how to help you, not just for barbers. I think that will be for anybody, right? So let's go ahead and start. The first tip that I have for everybody is consistency, right? And I know everybody tells you that, right? Being consistent, that means that how often you upload, and that is completely true, right? But not just how consistent you are with the posting times, but also means how consistent are you with the content that you're uploading. Are you always uploading certain type of content? And if you are, what's the quality of that content, right? For example, I can tell you that sometimes I'm going through Instagram, right? And I recognize people's photos, or even if it's haircuts or landscapes or whatever it is, just because I already know their style, right? And because I like that style, so I recognize them right away without even looking at the name. I already know who posted that picture. And that's the type of consistency that I'm telling you about. I think consistency in the matter of how often you are uploading is extremely important. I think that everybody should try at least to post once a day if possible, or at least every other day, good quality content, and also try to do at least one video a week. I think we all know that videos are more people share them more and people watch them for longer, so it's more engagement with a video. So it's extremely important that you, I would say, at least one video a week if possible. If not, then definitely post a picture or something every single day. I think it's just something that it's very important to be consistent, but also the quality. How I said, quality is extremely important in the sense that if you get your followers used to certain quality, make sure that you're consistent with that quality all the time. So a lot of people, what they like to do is they find a filter or they find certain colors that they like, and a lot of the Instagram is based on that. So like that is easy for everybody to recognize you. When you compare it to like so many people at the same time on social media, if you develop that style, that your own style, then people will have so much easier time finding you. And that's something that you can tell a lot, for example, the barber industry, because there's people that have their own styles, and then there's everybody else, and everybody else tries to copy that person's style, and it just doesn't go well, because we already know who that person is. That style belongs to that person, so somebody else trying to copy it just they don't get the same effect. So I would say tip number one is be consistent. Okay, the second tip will be quality, right? And I know I mentioned it before, quality is important, but quality means different for everybody, right? Some people have $10,000 cameras, right? Some people have an iPhone, right? Some people do amazingly with that $10,000 camera, and some people do great, amazing things with that iPhone, right? Quality means different, right? To everybody. So that's why you don't need to spend a bunch of money on a very expensive photography gear or cameras or anything like that, because you might not need it, right? What matters is the quality of the content, and what I mean by that is what are people getting out of that content that you're putting up, right? So there's two main things that do very well on social media, right? The first one, well, I will say three, but the first one will be entertainment, right? And entertainment is tied up to the second one that I just mentioned, which be like anything that has to do with like sex, right? And the reason for it is because people want to be entertained, right? That is very, very important. People want to be entertained. People want to, people are bored and people want to find something to do, right? So if you can entertain them, people will follow you, right? That's why sometimes you got YouTubers that do vlogs and other things that have so many followers and views, because people want to be entertained. They might not want to watch TV. They might just prefer watching somebody they feel they know on social media that feels more real, right? So that's entertainment is extremely important. The second one is value, right? Like you are teaching somebody something. You are giving some type of value, and that person is receiving something from you, and that's why they decide to follow you. That's the type of quality that I'm talking about, right? You can do both. You can just focus on one, you can focus on the other, right? I think a lot of the problem that people have right now is that people want followers just because, right? So sometimes I get messages from barbers and they're like, oh, look, I put very high quality video picture of a haircut. People are not liking it or not following it, right? But then in reality, what is that haircut offering you, right? It might offer some value to some people that are into that, right? But for other people, it might not, right? I might not want to see that haircut. I might want to see how you did that haircut, right? So those are little things that you have to keep in mind. Either you're entertaining people or you are giving them value. So that's the quality of your content more than the actual quality of your pictures or your video. That's what people are looking for somebody they can relate to and someone that can give them something, either entertainment or value. So the third tip that I have for everybody is, what's the plan? You have to have a plan. And I know at the beginning when you started, it's kind of hard to think about a plan, right? And what's your strategy? How are you going to get to where you want to be, right? And this is the time that I always, if you're new to social media, I always tell people, like, go on people's profiles that you like those influencers that you really like, that you follow, and see why you're following them, right? And then try to see what they are doing. What's the strategy? Because you know what? Nobody really necessarily grows out of just accident on social media. Like, you grow because there's something that you're doing that people like, right? How I mentioned before, it could be you giving information, giving education, you are entertaining people. You know, there's something that getting out of it, right? we've seen people that, you know, they're showing half their bodies, or you know, they're doing things like that, but there's a reason why people are following, right? So your job is to go and see what they are doing and why it's working, right? It's very important that you notice that there's always going to be a plan. Remember that success always leaves clues, so you got to try to find those clues at the beginning to see, so you can learn what your strategy is going to be, right? A lot of times what happens is that after you start analyzing and seeing how other people are growing their social media, you start grabbing little things from everybody and just kind of making it your own, and that will be your winning strategy, right? Your plan. That's exactly how you're going to win, right? So for example, something that I like to do, right, and that I did at the beginning is that in the barber industry back in the day, nobody had DSLRs, right? Nobody had nice cameras. Everybody would take pictures with their cell phone, right? So something that I did, and from the very few people that I found that actually were producing high quality photos, then what I did, I got a camera, and then I spent months first learning how to use the camera, second learning photography, learning a little bit of lighting, learning things like that, right? And then obviously that got me a little bit of momentum because my pictures look different than the rest. That was my strategy, right? That obviously didn't last long because other people started catching up, right? So then I started doing a little bit of videos, right? And then at the time, not a lot of people knew how to do videos, but what did I do? I started learning on YouTube how to edit videos, how to record videos. Spent months trying to do that until I learned how to do kind of like a decent video, how to put it together, and I started growing on social media. So that was my strategy until it stopped working. That plan stopped working, and I started focusing on other things. And the last tip that I have for you guys is the delivery of that content, right? How are you delivering the content that you're putting up, right? And I think that's one of the biggest problems that people have. It's not understanding social media, not paying attention to what social media is. And a big example that I give everybody when I do classes about this topic is, if I go to China and I start speaking English, right, and nobody understands me because maybe where I'm at nobody speaks English, and I get mad, then I'm wrong, right? Because I'm somewhere else. I should try to speak Chinese because I'm in China, right? And or trying to find somebody that speaks my language, right? But you know what? I can't get mad at that, right? And that's exactly what people do on social media. They go to social media without speaking the language, without understanding what that social media is for, and they put content and get mad because it doesn't, people don't respond well, right? So it's like trying to go to YouTube and put a video that is just slides of pictures, right? It's probably not gonna do well because that's not what the reason why people go on YouTube for, right? Think about when you go on YouTube. What do you go on YouTube for? You look for certain specific things, right? When you go to Instagram, you're looking for other things. You're not looking for the same thing you will find on YouTube, because if not, you will be on YouTube. Same thing on Facebook, same thing on Twitter, same thing in TikTok, right? In every single social media, you look for different things, right? You have different people, most likely in every single social media. There's a reason for it, right? So how you deliver the content is extremely important. So if you are gonna do videos and your videos are instructional videos, yes, you can put them on Instagram. Yes, you can put them on Facebook. But where do people go to learn stuff like that? Most likely YouTube, right? If you have this beautiful picture, right, that you learn how to edit because you spend all this time learning how to edit, and you get that picture very nicely, you know, you can try to post them on the YouTube community. They let you post pictures now, but that might not be the place. Maybe Instagram is the place for that, because that's what the Instagram, that's the base of Instagram. The essence of Instagram is pictures, right? Same thing with Facebook, same thing with Twitter, right? So if you're trying to write like a huge paragraph, maybe Twitter is not the place for that, right? Maybe Facebook will be a little bit better. And if you're trying to target certain people, then maybe Facebook is the right spot for you. YouTube is gonna have different type of people. TikTok is gonna have younger crowds, right? So understanding where you're gonna deliver that content is extremely important. And I think that was the main things that people don't understand, and that's why they don't grow on social media. And that's the vlog, guys. I hope that information is useful for you guys and you guys learn something from this. I gotta go home now. I gotta work on a couple of things and edit this video for you guys. So if you guys enjoy this type of videos, let me know, because I would love to continue putting vlogs, just because I kind of enjoy doing vlogs. So especially when there are vlogs about cool stuff like this, like social media. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.